but you know. Yeah, Dee Dee, you go ahead and strut, girl. That foot ain't hurt. Go ahead and strut it on out. Go ahead. Oh! 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 Oh my gosh. Why can't dinosaurs clap their hands? Because they're extinct. Absolutely. What kind of key does it take to unlock a banana? A monkey. Who got that one right? Who got that? Was that you? Man. I'm trying to think of another one now. I'm on the spot, you know. I can't think of anything real good, Jessica. You would think I would know all these. Oh, emergencies. That's right. Huh? Yeah, there might be some odd ones in here. Have you heard the movie about constipation? No, because it hasn't come out yet. All right, that done it. That done it right there. You can leave it up to the box. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Woo! Been walking in love at Walmart? Yeah! You going in there on purpose just to see how it works out? Try it. Just roll up in there one day. Like, all right, I'm going to go to Walmart and I am going to smile at everybody. And I'm going to have a good day in Walmart. I don't care how long the line is. I don't care how many people are doing the self-checkout. And I don't care how much the sugar costs. I'm going to be okay. And I'm going to go in there and have a good day. You ought to try it. I done it. I did, I promise. Did it. Got a little wavy and about halfway through, you know. Got a little rocky. It started off with the buggy having that little toot, 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 toot. You know what I'm talking about? So we went and got another buggy, you know, did that. Saw a few people that I knew. Saw a few people I didn't know. Kind of ran over a couple of times, you know. That's whenever I started stretching my love. But I did good. I was patient and I was kind. Patient and kind. Amen? So I think it's good homework for us. It's good homework. Anybody willing to do that for homework? Jesus is looking. Jesus is looking. It's not just me. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be Walmart. It could be work. Man, y'all, all the air left the room when I said work. We could do it at work. You work by yourself. That's good. You have to walk in love with yourself. All right, guess where we're going to go? John, what chapter? 2. What verse? What verse y'all want to start on in John chapter 2? Let's do that. That sounds good. Who came up with 1? That was a good idea. Thank you, Miss Deb. John chapter 2, verse 1. On the third day there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Now both Jesus and his disciples were invited to the wedding. And when they had ran out of wine, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." And Jesus said to her, "Woman, what does your concern have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." And his mother said to the servants, not to him, not to God, not to anybody else. She looked at the servants. We got any servants in here this morning? Anybody serves God? Anybody? So she's talking to you. So Mary looks at the servants and what did she say? Whatever he tells you to do, what? Do it. We could save the entire planet in probably, I don't know, maybe a couple of days if the church would just do what Jesus tells them to do. And if we go on to read the story, I know y'all know this, but if we go on and read the story, Jesus told the servants to do something that didn't make any kind of sense at all. They needed wine. He told them to go get some water. Water's not wine. How many of y'all know that? I don't need you to go test it out today, but I'm just saying, you know, if you know the difference, that one of them is clear. Well, you know, I guess they all could be. It's clear. Water's clear, isn't it? It's supposed to be, according to Joel, we get it from the ground, right? And we take this stuff and we drink it, and it brings sustenance to our body, and your body's going to need it, and you don't have a hangover. The other one, it's kind of colored a little bit. You know, it's got different colors on it. You drink too much of it, you can't walk. You drink too much water, you're okay. You just go to the bathroom a lot. Yeah, right, exactly. So he told them to go do something that didn't make any sense, like going to Walmart and smiling the whole time. Like going to work and actually get along with the people that you work with, but I'll get there in a minute. He told them to do something that didn't make any sense, and if you remember, the pots that he told them to fill were made out of stone and carried 20 to 30 gallons of water. So these things were heavy. Probably took a couple of men to tote them. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, like a big pot, like a big one. Yeah, big one. And so they tell them to get these pots and carry them. It's not easy. Jesus said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light, right? But there's still a yoke and there's still a burden. At the church, we try to say that we shouldn't have any yokes at all, even if they're easy, and we shouldn't have any burdens at all, even if they're light. Or is it just me? I'm sorry. But at the church, we have a tendency to do that. We don't want nothing to be hard. Everything ought to be easy, and if it's hard, I ain't going to do it. Just not. It's just too hard. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'll give you a good example. This morning, when I woke up, coming here was going to be too hard. It was. But I was reminded that his yoke is easy and his burden is light. So even though it feels like I don't want to, if I start stepping into it a little bit, Mr. John, it's probably become easier and real light and I got here and everything was great. Like a road trip. That's right. Exactly. Am I making sense? Are y'all with me here? So everything with God, whenever he asks us to do something, there probably is a little bit of a burden in there, but he says it's going to be light. And there may be a little bit of a yoke. Y'all know what a yoke is? You put it on the ox and tell it to go this way and go that way. You know? But he said that thing will be easy. So even though it's there, it's a yoke, and you have to make certain turns and go in certain directions, it's going to be easy to do. What the enemy will do to us is the enemy will try to convince us, especially those of us that are in the church, and more importantly, those of us that are led by the Spirit, he will attempt to convince you that it's going to be too heavy and it's going to be too hard. And I don't want, just don't worry about it. Do it tomorrow. That's his answer for everything. That's the enemy's answer for everything. If you ask God when we should do something, God's going to say now, because faith is what? Now. Faith happens right now. Every day of our lives, every moments of our life, we work in faith because faith is right now, and that's where God is. Let's get her done now. Get to moving now. Don't wait. The enemy will always say, I ain't do it tomorrow. Am I talking to the right church this morning? So Jesus told these people to go do something that didn't make no sense and was hard. Now they went and did it, took the cup up to the master of the feast and handed it to him, and when he drank it, the water became wine. Jesus never touched anything. The servants performed the first recorded miracle that Jesus did. And I don't even know that he even did it. I mean, there's going to be a lot of theologians, I'm sure, that get on Facebook and go, he don't know what he's talking about. Jesus did this. Yeah, I get it, man. Jesus is cool. He's awesome. But he's the head of the church. We're his body. We've got to function. My head cannot pick up this chair without my arms. My head can't even get through that door without the feet taking it there. It's a symbiotic relationship. Did I say that right? Symbolic? No, that's not it. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah, here, Joel's taking us to Lion King. Look, it's a lion. It's a lion. Y'all watch TikTok. Too much TikTok. Stop. I don't even know that Jesus did anything except command. In that light, if we can, let's go to John chapter 13. John chapter 13. I'm going to go to verse 34, I think. I got it marked in my Bible. Yeah, verse 34. That sounds like a good one. Mary said, whatever he tells you to do, what are you supposed to do with that? Do it. Yeah. Whenever that happened, what did the servants do after that? They did what they were told, and what happened? A miracle. Ready for miracles in your life? Ready to see them happen? Ready to do it? Are you wanting to see the move of God everywhere you go? Huh? Are you ready? Well, then here comes a commandment from the head of the church. You ready? John chapter 13, verse 34. He says, this is Jesus. It's red in my Bible. I brought a paper Bible. It's red. A new commandment, not a suggestion, not an idea, not something that he wants you to think about maybe doing. You don't get a vote. This is the kingdom of God, not the democracy of God. If he says do it, you do it. The way it works. A new commandment I give unto you, that you do what? You love one another. How, Lord? Because I can love pretty good. No, you love like I have loved you. That you also love one another. By this, all will know that you're my disciples if you have love one for another. Lord, we want to see move of the Spirit. We want to see miracles. We want to see signs and wonders. Y'all know what a wonder is? It's something you look at and you wonder, how'd that happen? It's a wonder. Lord, we want to see you move. Lord, I'm praying. I'm going to get up here and I'm going to go to the altar. And I'm going to pray. I need to see you move in this thing right here. I want to see you move. I want to see miracles in my family. I want to see miracles in my life. I want to see miracles at my work. I want to see miracles everywhere I go. I want to see you move, Lord. He's like, all right, cool. You got one commandment here. Just one. It's funny how God does things. He started off real simple back in the day. Adam and Eve. Hey, look, y'all. Have fun. Do whatever you want to do, except one thing. Don't eat that tree right there. Okay? And they did what? They ate the tree? Yeah, okay. So now let's fast forward to 2026, March the 15th. Jesus says, hey, this new commandment I give you is that you love everybody like I loved you. And Peter tells us later on that whenever you do that commandment of love, you fulfill all the other commandments that are in the rest of the Old Testament. Just do this one thing. What's the one thing that we don't necessarily always do? Not only love one another, but love one another as he has loved us. It's one thing to love on people. It's something completely different to love on them like Jesus has loved on you. Because I don't know about y'all, I have not been pretty and clean and great my entire life. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't really the best thing to live with on a daily basis. You can ask my wife. Y'all might have it all together, but I don't. Every moment of my life requires mercy. It requires his love towards me. Every moment. I'm flawed. I'm going to screw up, I promise. If you have any kind of expectation in me, it's probably I'm going to fail at some point. Every moment of my life, I need his mercy. I need his love. I need him to treat me like 1 Corinthians chapter 13 tells us to operate. Let's go there. Can we go there? 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Y'all good with that? This is good stuff. You know, they used to say that you would have, the love message wasn't really a good message. Because you talk about love and everybody kind of gets real quiet. And the charismatic churches don't jump the pews and run everywhere. But for me, it's like I kind of want to run a little bit. Because I got one thing I got to get right. Just one thing I got to do right. I got one commandment. If I fulfill that one commandment, I'm gonna fill up the rest of it. Jesus even said, look, I didn't come to do away with the Old Testament, but I came to fulfill all of that so you could have it through me. All that the Old Testament talked about, Jesus is like, look, I'm here to fulfill all that stuff for you. Got it. I mean, he kept all 10 commandments his entire 33 and a half years that he was here. Kept them all. He did all of that so that you don't have to. But what you get to do is you get to love on people like he's loved on you. That's what you get to do. And in loving on people the way that he's loved on you, you have fulfilled all of that Old Testament. All of the requirements that God has placed on mankind. You get to fulfill all that by doing one thing. Isn't that awesome? That's the gospel. That's the good news. The good news is that he did it all for you. Now you just got one job. 1 Corinthians 13. We're going to go to verse 4 because I got to hurry up. Only got a few minutes here, and I know everybody is probably hungry. Yeah, Logan. Sure enough. Yeah. If we go long, I'll see to it you get a Snickers bar, okay? So I do have a message. I hadn't done it in a while. It's called Twinkies and Ding Dongs. And I usually toss out Twinkies and Ding Dongs during the message, so we'll have to do that one. I probably should keep a box up here for you just in case. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 13. This is at verse 4. We've read the first 3 ones, and if you've been doing your homework, you've read the chapter before and the chapter after, correct? What's love do? By the way, in the Old School Testament, it says charity. That's because this love is not a feeling, it is a response in life. They didn't want to write love in there because it was more like hearts and Cupid and Valentine's Day, and people kind of go there. It's not talking about that kind of love. It's talking about the way that you respond to people. Because Jesus is not going to send you a Valentine's present, but he does love you. Does that make sense? So love or charity does what? It suffers long. The Old School King James says it's patient and it's kind. Am I talking to the right crowd? Even while we on the interstate, patient, kind. On a 2-lane highway with about 6 sand trucks in front of you, patient and kind. Doing 35 miles an hour in a 55, patient and kind. Done been there. That's where I live at. At the Walmart. Got 27 cash registers with nobody on them, except one. And then got a self-checkout that's full because everybody's tired of waiting. Patient and kind to people that are there around you. I mean, I talk about Walmart a lot. I'll just tell y'all, the reason why I talk about Walmart a lot, that is, to me, the mission ground that I can get to anytime. That's a mission field right there. I can step on the grounds of Walmart and I am in a completely, totally other place.
Everybody's safe at Brookshire's.
Yeah, everybody's safe at Brookshire's, that's right. I'm in a totally different other place, and even some of the language I don't understand. You know? That's right. So to me, Walmart's a pretty easy mission field to get to. And if you can roll up in Walmart and be patient and kind, you are an amazing Christian. You will get a plaque when you get to heaven that says, survived Walmart. I mean, you hanging on the wall. I mean, it's like really difficult because there's a lot of people and they got a lot of stuff to do, and nobody's mean. It's not mean. It's just people do things, and those things that they do without them realizing it or not, they kind of get aggravating us, and then we kind of respond, and then they respond, and it just turns into a mess, right? So it's not just people at Walmart are bad. Don't think that, because I go to Walmart. I ain't a bad guy. I'm an all right guy. But it is a great place to enter the mission field. You know, there's folks in Walmart in Minden that are not going to heaven. You know, there's people in there going to hell. Even if you don't tell them to go to hell, they're still going. There's people in there right now, believe it or not, in the Bible Belt that are not going to heaven. They may have a form of religion that they kind of a little bit understand, but Jesus is not the Lord of their lives. And if they were to get in that parking lot and start driving out, hit Homer Road too quick because they're trying to get to the Taco Bell and get T-boned, they could go straight to hell right then, and we didn't do our part. This is real stuff. This is eternal stuff that I'm talking about here. There are people that you know, that you talk to, that you run into, may not be going. And I'm not telling you to go out there. I don't go out there and just tell everybody, oh, hey, Jesus, and preach the whole gospel and do the whole story from a corner on the street looking crazy. Nobody wants to be like that. But if you go into Walmart and you're patient and kind to people, they'll take notice of you. And they'll pay attention to you. And some of them will even ask you what's different about you. They're looking for what Jesus has readily provided to you, that you have taken, you have sipped on the cup, you have eaten the little cracker, you have been dumped in all the things that you have done through Jesus. They are looking for that. If you give them just a little piece of what He's put in you, just being patient and kind, they will jump and leap out of their skin to figure out how you're doing that. Figure it out. Because what happens is, we talk about it around here. You're a visitor one time, but after that you're what? Family, right? When you start doing this love thing and being patient and kind, you start treating people as if they are your family. And they latch on to it. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to experience the mercy that we're so freely given. They want it. They want it. The problem is the church has been feeding them a religious line instead of giving them the one commandment, which is love. Let's give them that. The rest of it, they'll figure out. I promise you they'll figure it out. God is pretty dang smart. If somebody says, Lord, I want you to be the Lord of my life, but I don't really know how to do it, He will see to it that they know how to do it. He will see to it that after they make the commitment to Him, that anything they need to do from that point, He'll see to it that a laborer comes across their path to let them know. We don't save nobody, y'all. We don't do it. He does it. He does it. Ain't this good? Love is patient and love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, and it is not proud. It does not dishonor others. This must be the old school King James you got me in. NIV, okay. It is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, and it keeps no records of wrongs done to it. That's talking about your family there, y'all. Because the only record you really going to keep up with is what your cousin did whenever you was 13 years old. Am I making sense? Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always preserves. Love will never fail. Can you pull up the Hayford for me, please? Why does love never fail? Because 1 John tells us in chapter 4 that that God Himself is love. These things we're looking at, we are looking at the heart of God Himself. See, God doesn't just love, He is love. When He said, "Let there be light," and He started making the earth, He didn't say, "Let there be love," this new thing that I need everybody to do, because He was already it. Are y'all following me here? This is what He is. Now, this is a Hayford translation, and it's a translation of the Bible. It gets into a lot of detail. There's a couple of vocabulary words in here that y'all can look up later. I'm going to read it. We've read it a couple of weeks before, but I think you need to let it settle. We're going to let it settle this morning, amen? Love suffers long, having patience with imperfect people. People deserve love when they need it the least. Or they need love when they deserve it the least. I got it there, Michelle. Michelle was looking at me funny. She's like, huh? You thought you was back in Bunky, didn't you? People deserve love when they need love when they deserve it the least. I'll get there. Love is kind and it's active in doing good. It's active. Remember me talking about it's too hard? No, love is active. Right now, you know what God is doing? He's loving on you. Right now. He's active in it. He's prepping up what the rest of your day is going to look like. His angels are out there moving cars out of the way because you finna get on the road. He is actively loving on you. Those of you that left your cares up here, you know what he's doing? He's actively taking care of those cares right now. He is taking the care, right? And he's working on them. He's active in doing good. Love does not envy. Since it's non-possessive and non-competitive, it actually wants others to get ahead, especially at work. It wants others to get ahead. Hence, it does not parade itself. Love has a self-effacing quality. It's not ostentatious. Love is not puffed up, threatening others arrogantly. It does not behave rudely, but displays good manners and courtesy at the house. Anybody ever do good manners at the house? I tell Miss Angel, yes, ma'am, all the time. That's good manners, isn't it? Isn't it, Chris? That's good. Yes, ma'am. I don't know. Yeah, I ain't doing it real kind, but I try to be courteous.
Love does not have sarcasm.
That's right. No sarcasm in love. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Whatever you
That's it. Next one. Love does not seek its own. Seek its own, insisting on its own rights and demanding precedence. Rather, it is unselfish. Love is not provoked. It's a good one. It's not irritable or touchy, rough or hostile, but is graceful under pressure. Woo! Man, just got to do one thing. Ready to see miracles, signs, and wonders? Yeah, all right. Be graceful under pressure. See what happens. Love thinks no evil. It does not keep an account of wrongs done to it. Instead, it erases resentments. Love does not, that's the other way. Let's see. We kind of lost it there, I think. Hold on here, y'all. I'll finish it up, I promise. I got it in my notes right here. We get it? We get it? We back? Love does not seek its own. There you go. Thank you. Insisting on its own rights, demanding precedence. Rather, it's unselfish. I said that. It's not provoked. It's not irritable, touchy, rough, hostile. Said all that. Graceful under pressure. Love thinks no evil. It doesn't keep account of wrongs done to it. Instead, it erases resentments. Next, love does not rejoice in iniquity, finding satisfaction in the shortcomings of others and spreading an evil report. So that's Facebook. I know I've said it before. Facebook has become the new gossip call. You remember the phone? What do they call them? Party phone? Party line. Party lines. Y'all remember party lines? Oh, did you hear about so-and-so? I did hear about so-and-so. Did you also hear that she did something and something? Oh, I didn't know that. So I need to tell this. Hey, Susie, not only did she do this and that, she did so and something too. Spreads an evil report. Rather, what love does, it rejoices in the truth and aggressively advertises the good. Aggressively advertises the good. No. She's really got pretty hair. Yeah. Did you see I know she did all that, but did you see the shoes she was wearing? I thought they were so cute. Yeah.
I know she's remarkable, but she's so pretty.
There you go. Love bears all things, defending and holding other people up. One more. Come on, we're almost done. Love believes the best about others, Joel, and credits them with good intentions, Miss Michelle, and is not suspicious. Joel really didn't mean it that way, Michelle. He really didn't. Okay. You need to credit him with good intentions. I mean, it is Joel. Love hopes all things, which means that it never gives up on people, but affirms their future. Don't ever give up on somebody. I got a couple people in my mind I'm thinking of right now. You know, can't give up on them. I might not let them just come live at the house, but I ain't going to give up on them. I mean, you know I got that big old house with all those rooms in it, Joel. But affirming their future. Love endures all things, preserving and remaining loyal to the end. If you walk in the love of God, you will not fail. You won't fail in anything that you do and anything that comes after you. You will not fail. One thing. Whatever He tells to you, do it. This is it. Let's stand. Y'all ready to go anyway? I went 6 minutes over. Oh, well then y'all sit back down. We'll stay a little longer. No, I'm playing. Yes, yes, yes.